Okay, I'm gonna make this video just for you know, I do a lot of work on bikes and stuff, and small engines like this, and you really need an impact gun, because I mean, to get those like flywheel and clutch basket nuts off and all that, you really need an impact wrench, and I'm gonna show you why in a minute. But first, let me just go over this. I got this 3/8 inch impact at Harbor Freight for $29.99. And they have a half inch there for $20, and pretty bad reviews on it, saying that it has about like 100 foot-pounds of torque. This claims to have 75. I think that's pretty accurate. I checked it with a torque wrench I also got, and it seems pretty accurate. But when you get it, you got to put a fitting in it. It takes normal 1/4 inch quick disconnect, and I have a 1/4 inch hose here, and it's fine. But I have a very small air compressor too. This is only a 1 3/4 gallon, 135 psi, 2 SCFM. This runs on about 4 at 90. I just run this thing as much as it'll go, and this compressor runs this impact very good. So if you have a small compressor, this is a real nice thing to have. And I'm just gonna demonstrate this real quick. I'm gonna hook it up real quick. And so you get an adjuster on the bottom. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but there's 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can adjust how fast it goes with that. That's air inlet adjuster. Then you got forward and reverse buttons, so reverse, then forward, and it's not bad. And my air compressor kicks on like that, but that's only because it got down to about 100 psi, and this thing only pumps up to about 140 anyway. So, but I'm just gonna show you this. See, I could shut this air compressor off and run this for a very long time, which I'll shut it off. I'm gonna demonstrate, why you would need an impact in the small engine, business, or if you're working on bikes. Here's a flywheel nut that's holding on the flywheel of this small engine here. Happens to be a 17 millimeter, and with an ordinary socket, try and take this off. It's just going to spin the flywheel, and it's not going to work. And the way I used to do this was, take a hammer, bang the ratchet, and try and get it off. Or jam a screwdriver in here, which you might break one of the fins off. This is only aluminum, So what I do now, since I have this tool, is you should get impact sockets. I'm too cheap to. If these break, I'll just buy a new socket set. But just throw it on, throw it in reverse. Let me make sure it's in reverse. Yeah. And now this is on pretty tight. Let me remind you guys of that. Just get that on all the way. Then just give it a real quick burst. The flywheel will spin little to none at all, and it'll come right off. So here, check this out. Right off. Beautiful. Need to tighten it back down. Same thing. Put it in the forward. On. It's a real nice gun to have, and it works really good for only being $30 and a cheap central pneumatic air gun. This thing works really good. If you have this gun, you want to take this off every 3 months, the manual says, and just dump some oil in there, and every day you use it, put some in the air inlet like a normal air tool, or like any air tool would normally have anyways. And this thing works really, really good, and it's really small too. I mean, let me compare this to a drill. This is just your regular household drill. It's really small, and it feels good in the hand. It's made of cast iron, I think. I don't know. I think it said cast iron. And, you get the little rubber bumpers on it, so it doesn't get all scratched up too bad. And it works really, really good. So if you're in the small engine, business or working on bikes, you should really get a little impact wrench to help you get this stuff on and get it off without having to jam a screwdriver. Like I would normally take this screwdriver and probably jam it in here, so when I spin this, it's going to go up against this post, and it could either break with this fin off right here, or it could bend this post and the cover won't go back on, and it's a bunch of crap. So I really think you should get one of these if you're in this kind of work. And speaking of Harbor Freight, I mean, got this dead blow hammer for if you're trying to take something off or smack it back on, you won't dent it or ding it like a normal hammer. This was, I think, like $6. Got myself an impact screwdriver for taking stators off dirt bikes and stuff. Just impact screwdriver. Comes with a couple bits. This was $7 and a nice case. And for $19, got a torque wrench. This thing is accurate between 4% plus or minus, so I did some math, and if you're torquing something down to 10 foot-pounds with this, it'd only be plus or minus half of a foot-pound, which isn't that bad. And this thing works pretty good too. Just turn it up to whatever torque you have, lock it in, and it works pretty good, and it clicks nice. And this is also 3/8, because I'm not working on cars with small engines, so 3/8 is good enough. So yeah, Harbor Freight is not that bad. Lifetime warranty on the torque wrench, the dead blow hammer, the impact screwdriver, and 1.5 month warranty on this. And you could buy a 2-year extended warranty if you wanted to. So yeah, just a little tools update video and demonstrating this air impact. So you guys like this, just go buy one. And it runs off a really, really small compressor. And I'm still at 135 psi. And it doesn't really knock it down that much. So yeah, thanks for watching.